celebrating 70 years of Young Turks.
Hello and welcome to this very special edition of Young Turks. I'm Shruti Mishra. I'm in Jerusalem in Israel to bring you all the action from the OurCrowd Global Investor Summit 2019. In its fifth year, the summit is Israel's largest annual showcase of technological entrepreneurship, drawing on the $1 billion that equity crowdfunding venture capital platform OurCrowd has raised for 170 startups. But before we deep dive into the summit, let's check out some of the innovative, interesting startups that Israel has to offer to the world. Take a look. I'm at the 1 million square foot facility of Breath of Life Pharma or Bol Pharma near Kibbutz Revadim in Israel. Bol Pharma has one of the biggest cultivation facility of medical cannabis in the world. Now, while Netflix Narcos is giving marijuana a bad name, here's Bol Pharma that's trying to make it legal. Now, to know more, I have with me the CEO of Bol Pharma, Tamer Gero. Thank you, Tamer, for joining us. Now, Israel is one of the few countries globally to have legalized cannabis. You know, it's just amongst the three, alongside Canada and Netherlands, to have a government-sponsored cannabis program. What is the production capacity and what gets done here at this facility?
Well, we can produce a couple of hundreds of tons per year. That can contain, let's say, in the current market, we are bigger than the capacity of the market to embrace those products.
Medical marijuana, while still controversial, has garnered a lot of support from the medical community.
Yeah.
Take us through some of the key benefits.
Cannabis contains 160 cannabinoids. Most of them are not well known. We don't have enough information about them. Some of them are known, and from what we know right now, those active ingredients are good for mainly three categories in the pharma or in the medical establishment. Yeah. One is neurological and psychiatry, second is autoimmune disease, okay, and third is pain management.
What would you say is your USP?
Well, the difference of Bol Pharma is the fact that we are fully integrated. There aren't any companies right now in this space which has the scope of such a big portfolio of clinical trials, such a strong portfolio of drug delivery systems which are coupled with technological advantages like high bioavailability, strong stability of the products. Yeah. And when you're coupling it with rigorous research and good results, I think that's a winning sauce.
So how do you ensure that the cannabis that you're cultivating here is not used for any recreational purpose or for any adult use?
Well, we are selling only medical-based cannabis. We are selling it only to importers which are authorized in the countries. And our responsibility and their responsibility is to make sure that there wouldn't be any leak and the products will go only for medical purposes.
Like virtually all Israeli companies, you guys think of going global from day one. So what are the global markets that you're targeting now and how soon will we see you there?
Well, we are talking right now mainly on Europe, South America, Australia. I think those are our main markets for the time being. Unfortunately, the American market, the USA, is still not open for import. Canada in North America is another big territory. Those are the first targets which we are targeting.
From cannabis, the legal one, let's move across to another startup that is working towards providing us a longer and healthier life through preventive screening. I'm at Tel Aviv's Sarowsky Medical Center, Israel's largest ER hospital, to discover how AI can revolutionize clinical diagnosis. And the company that is enabling this is Zebra Medical Vision, a medical imaging insights platform that is helping healthcare providers provide faster and accurate healthcare. And to know more, I have with me the co-founder of Zebra Medical Division, Eyal Gura. Thank you very much for joining us here. Zebra Medical Division uses AI to read medical scans and then it automatically detects anomalies. Can you take us through the technology behind it and what are the kind of diseases it can identify?
Yeah, so thanks for having me. So we are using a deep learning technology in order to teach computers how to diagnose medical imaging scans at scale. So in order to do that, we use a lot of data that we got from the integrated care providers here in Israel and also partners such as Intermountain Healthcare in the US. And we train computers to read CT scans, X-ray scans, mammograms, and many other modalities.
So how is your venture helping healthcare providers provide better, accurate, and faster healthcare?
So AI, specifically in radiology, have several impact points. One of them, which is something we are very excited about, is to prioritize the work list of the radiologist. So AI will read the scan quickly and put it on top of the list because it has an acute condition like brain bleeds in head CTs or pneumothorax in chest X-ray.
You know, you've recently received a funding from the government of India. I believe you guys are now coming to India. Share with us what's happening.
So this is a big deal for us. We are very excited about because taking the Israel innovation to developing countries and enabling healthcare in rural areas is something that is very important for us. Our team feels very passionate about this. So we recently partnered with Apollo Hospitals through their division. It's called HealthNet Global. And we are going to take the AI algorithms we developed to fine-tune it with Apollo Hospitals data.
So take us through the price points. What is the revenue model? And when you're taking the business model to India, what is the pricing going to be?
So when we founded Zebra, we initially want to create also impact on healthcare cost. So early on, we said that we will never charge for more than $1 per scan ever. So everyone all over the world know what is the Zebra business model. And I know that it will be less than $1 per scan. So it's just a directional thing.
From using technology in body scans to using it on a building to clean up the air, I'm at one of the highest buildings in Tel Aviv, the Azrieli Towers. The next startup that has caught my eye is Enverit. Now, Enverit has developed a revolutionary technology that promises to increase energy savings, indoor air quality, and reduce greenhouse gases. Now, to know more, I have with me Israel Biran, co-founder of Enverit. Tell me, how is Enverit making the world a cleaner and healthier place inside and out?
Sure. So we developed a technology that enabled to reduce the energy consumption of buildings. And since everyone now are moving to city, all the urbanization processes, buildings are consuming a lot of energy. And the bigger part of the energy consumption is because of the air conditioning. We are reducing the amount of energy consumed by buildings significantly, by 20 to 30%. So our clients are commercial buildings. It can be an office building, schools, universities, gyms, anywhere where you have a big building, a central air conditioning systems, and people indoor. These are main target. In the future, we're going to target residential, aeroplanes, automotives, everywhere where you have people and you need to condition their environment.
And what are the different markets you're present in currently?
So we currently focus on the US market. The company is located in Boston. We started development here in Israel, so we also have clients here in Israel. But our main market is in the US, and we believe next we'll go to India, China, and Europe.
And what is the price point for your product, for your clients?
So it's about $1 to $1.5 per square meter.
All right, we wish you the very best. Keep shaping the futures of energy efficient buildings. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
After improving the air that we breathe, how about zipping across the air quite literally? Well, I'm near the Ben Gurion Airport, Tel Aviv, to see a full-scale model of the SkyTrain magnetic levitation pod. Quite a few countries, including India, has shown its interest in the transportation pods, but Israel has taken the lead and has developed a full-scale pilot project. I have with me John Cole, CEO of SkyTrain. John, many thanks for joining us here. Now, you know, SkyTrain is a US startup which is now partnered with the Israel Aerospace Industries, and it is pretty much the first real alternative to cars, you know, circumventing traffic, much lower on cost per mile, and of course other forms of ground transportation. Can you take us through the specifics?
Yeah, so the basic idea is that instead of what cars give you network transportation. They give you private point-to-point, on-demand network transportation. And so cars are the most successful transportation system ever. In fact, they're so successful, they're choking on their own success. right? So what we're doing is we're creating a car that travels on a separate network that doesn't have any of the scaling problems that existing roads do. And it gives you the experience of it picks you up where you are, drops you off where you're going, takes you through the network nonstop at very high speed. But it does it on a road network that has none of the blockages that existing cars have.
And it's still door to door.
It's door to door.
All right. So
or very close to door to door.
Okay. So how soon are we going to see SkyTrain up and running as a new public transportation?
I think you'll see the first early commercial pilot projects in 2021 and then scaling up from there in 2022.
And will Tel Aviv be the first city in the world to have the SkyTrain up and running?
I don't know. I don't think Tel Aviv will. I think it will be. There are a number of other smaller Israeli cities that are further ahead than Tel Aviv.
Okay.
It also could be India.
Yeah.
So we have a partnership with Reliance.
And how soon? 2021? Is that a timeline that we should
So our goal is to build out a commercial test system at one of the Reliance captive projects, probably in Navi Mumbai.
Yeah.
And then after that, begin expanding throughout India. So I don't know. It's either going to be Israel, UAE, or India.
All right. I hope it's India. But how will this magnetic travel feel?
It will feel like riding in an airliner in smooth air. If you closed your eyes, you really couldn't tell you were moving.
All right.
You won't have any of the bumpiness of a road at all. It will be very, very smooth.
And it'll be like a two-seater? How many people will fit in that pod?
Typically 2. Now, we do have pods that can hold 4.
Okay.
Those are mostly for applications like theme parks, airports, and places like that. But in most cases, the vehicles only need 2. And that's because 98% of the cars on the road have only 1 or 2 people in them.
Yeah.
And that keeps the cost of the infrastructure very, very light and inexpensive. In most of the developed world, like North America, Europe, we're aiming for the cost of ridership somewhere between the cost of driving and the cost of an Uber and Lyft.
Okay.
So we provide a service it's better than driving, but better than Uber and Lyft, but somewhere in between. Now, for developing world markets, India, Brazil, places like that, we have to study it, but it needs to be competitive. It won't be as inexpensive as getting into a packed commuter train in Mumbai, but it will be a lot less expensive than a private car. So we'll see, somewhere in between there.
Well, John, we hope that these pods do reshape urban commuting. Time for us to take a short break, but when we return, we bring you all the action from the OurCrowd Global Investor Summit 2019.
Celebrating 17 years of Young Turks.